they say sports help you release out stress.
Yes, that's completely
When you
true.
are under pressure, when you have a test, when something is overwhelming, when you go and you release this stress out by doing a kind of a sport, any kind of a sport, you feel much better.
That's completely true.
Tell us about a day at the beginning of this year when you started college. Everything was new. You were, you were like shifted to a new world. So tell me a time you felt like I was suffocating. Then you headed to the gym. Then you felt better after it.
Usually, I get the feeling in the exam period, which is like 3 to 4 weeks before the exam date, which is the period I'm in right now.
Nowadays,
Yes,
yes.
I'm starting my exams on the 20th. So is this period itself is like a lot of stress. You feel that the curriculum, the material is really you feel that you won't be able to cover it all. So going or practicing any kind of sport, especially in this period, helps you relieve that stress, helps you like restart. So
Refresh yourself and
refresh yourself.
empty
So
your cup and be able to go for more.
yes.
So you are starting your exams on the 20th, like many others nowadays. They are having exams, and many others are having exams next week, the week after. So you go to the gym.
Yes.
All right. Do you consider yourself somebody who suffers from examophobia?
No, I don't consider myself that, because this is like, if I'm prepared to an exam, I'm never afraid. I'm only afraid if I'm not prepared enough.
So the fear you have is the natural fear everybody has before something important.
Yes.
So it's not to the extent of a phobia.
No,
So we
not-
call
not
it
at all.
fear, natural fear.
Yes.
A little bit of anxiety, we may call
Anxiety,
it.
yes.
A little bit of anxiety. Shams, it's your turn to turn on the lights and to ask me 3 frequent questions.
Okay.
All right, so let's turn on the lights. I'm sorry for the distraction. I know we are a noisy family, a noisy community, but this is the way you have always been, and this is the way you have always had in class, all of us. You know the meaning of noise and the meaning of distraction we face while we are working, but this is the way life goes. We should be ready even when it's crowded, when it's noisy around us. Come on, I'm ready to answer your 3 frequent questions.
Okay. The first question: tell me about a moment in your career where you felt that no, I really did something good.
I have never felt it.
No,
I have never, and by the
Never?
way, I have said that to Arwa's group a couple of days ago. I have never felt satisfied. I guess they were all together. I have never felt satisfied, Chad. Shams. I used to do this in class.
Yes, I remember that.
Shamsuddin Ahmed. I am sorry. I am the one who have speech mistakes. Mixing the scene and the sheen for me is terrible and puts me in critical situations. I'm so sorry.
No.
So
Nothing
I
to be
have
sorry about.
never felt satisfied as a teacher. I always blame myself. I always feel like, no, next time I need to prepare myself in here. Next time I need to prepare something. Next time I need to have here a point. Next time this needs to change. I have always felt satisfied.
But I'm not talking about satisfaction. I'll tell you something. For me, satisfaction is the killer of development. The moment you feel you feel that you're satisfied is the moment you stop developing or improving.
You are right. So
But-
no, this is not acceptable at all. All right, this is not acceptable at all. And please try to sit down for a while. Yes.
But for example, you see one student implementing a technique you mentioned, got a high score on a specific test. You prepared with them much for. These are the moments where you feel like I did something good. You've never felt that?
The moment I try to explain the meaning of natural performance and be natural and be confident, and I tried my best to push these groups, then I decided to show them live, and Abdulrahman's episode succeeded, then Jannah's episode succeeded, and yours here it is, the third one. So we are going. So that, I guess, the moment that they started to change after watching the Gold students, maybe I told myself they needed that interaction from the beginning. So I felt happy. I felt really happy and proud of you as all the students, because you explained to them simply what I tried to explain in months. In months, I tried hard to pull them out, to let them feel the meaning of be natural. What's wrong when you stand up and make mistakes while presenting? No, try to be out of the box. When I ask for a presentation, you have to create something else instead of standing and telling us what you had kept. And I struggled. Then out of a sudden, I tried to revive the idea of the program. The idea of the program, all of you know, it's not a new one. We started in 2020, as I mentioned earlier. So I revived it. But when I thought who could be that free to run all the episodes and to be the host of all the episodes, I found all of you were busy. So it had to be me as the main host and ask you to come as guests willingly if you can, to show them. They started to do well. 6 hours in class yesterday in the proof. So here, after Abdulrahman's episode, yani I felt happy. After Jannah's episode and the interaction of the audience with Jannah, with the personality of Jannah. So, and I guess your episode is totally different, Shams. I don't know why, but I feel every episode I have with one of those students who you are, I feel like, I don't know, very calm, very comfortable. Things go well. It's my home,
Yes,
being
yes.
home. So I guess those who are watching us, they have to go. I don't know. I feel like, it's a lot of effort to push them for months, and they do not understand what you want. Yes, they missed me in that period in their lives, but come on, you have seen the older students earlier. But
Yes.
I figured out, like, no, they haven't
They
seen
haven't.
you. No, they needed to do the things themselves in order to know. Applying is very important. This is the first question. The
Yes.
second.
Okay. Briefly describe what a perfect student looks like.
A perfect student a perfect student is somebody from my point of view, who never misses a class even if he is not ready for it. Attendance itself is the class. This is my philosophy. You have lived a great period of your life with us. So for me, tests or scores of tests are not those make you, the top one. It's not the homework that you mess. It's not the task that sometimes you mess out. It's the attendance. What makes a student perfect is attending the class, whatever the circumstances he is having. Because me, I am also a regular person, and I used to be a regular teacher for the whole career, except for the part when things went wrong for some health issues, some circumstances. So I try to depend on the assistants. But if, all right, we speak about the whole career, I'm a regular teacher.
Surely.
I attended classes in Eid. I attended classes, like when people asked whether a class would be cancelled for whatever, I usually refused. You understand? So attendance makes the student perfect. Excuse me, your arm gesture, and excuse me, sit down. Yes.
Okay, so now to the third question.
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm not. I'm trying to think of a question.
Okay, try to think of a question. Would you like to tell us a piece of a song, a piece of a poem to describe how you feel now?
How I feel now?
How you personally feel now?
I don't think there's a song at least that I know that describes how I do, but I'm really happy to hear. I'm really happy to be here.
Happy. So use happy to make an acrostic poem.
Okay.
Yes, he will use HAPPY to make his own acrostic poem to describe his own feeling. Yes.
Okay. H.
Yeah. H.
Okay. Here today, May the 8th. HA. Uh, Here today, May 8th.
Able to
Able to. We
create a
started
new fate.
8th. So here today, May 8th. No, let's do here today, 8th of May, because we can
Okay.
find better rhyming words with
All
the word
right.
May.
So here today, 8th of May.
8th of May. Able to share. Able to share. Able to share.
Able to show my way.
Able to show my way.
Okay, so H, happy
Here
here
today,
today,
8th
8th
of
of
May.
May,
Able to share my way.
Okay,
P.
perhaps people.
Perhaps or people. I wasn't really that much of a poet, but
About poems, you were not that
yes.
interested. Okay, perhaps I see you one day.
Perhaps I see you one day.
We are talking to them in your place.
Perhaps to see you one day.
Perhaps I see you one day.
Perhaps I see you one day.
People never know. People never
People
know
yes.
until years ago.
People never yes. This
People
works.
never
No,
know
until
years go.
People
Okay?
never know until years go.
Yes.
Uh,
People
and-
never
and
know until years ago.
Until,
I may
and
put
then-
until with the Y of years, but between brackets.
Yes.
So I can start with the Y of years
With the
ago.
Y of years as the
so
end.
let's say together. Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
So
H,
here today, 8th of May.
here today, 8th of May.
Able to share my way.
Able to share my way.
Perhaps I see you one day.
Perhaps I see you one day.
People never know
People never know
until years go.
until
Years
ago.
years ago.
Acrostic poem is the poem we use the letters of a word or write. What do we call this? Horizontal?
No, this is vertical.
Vertical, and this is
Horizontal.
Just because many people mix horizontal, it's this one,
Yes.
and vertical is that,
one.
Shams, let me ask you 3 frequent questions too.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
You are in a new stage. Have you ever thought of having any kind of work besides studying? Have you ever thought to do something in order to make money besides studying, or it's quite hard?
No, actually, it isn't hard. I've given it like a very deep thought actually, because I think nobody would
Try
be.
to look, huh?
Yes,
Huh.
'cause,
Try to shift your chair a bit. Yeah.
Okay, because I think that the day consists of 24 hours. You sure won't be studying for 16 hours after sleeping.
Yeah.
Nobody can do that. So there's plenty of time, a lot of time to do different things, to work, to experience new things. So actually, I've given it a very deep thought, but I'm like. I already have some suggestions in mind, but I'm just delaying such decision until my exams are over. So
You are going to have summer jobs, you mean?
yes.
Summer jobs or temporary summer jobs.
Yes.
So you may balance the year studying and keeping yourself on track, which is very important in such a college. And maybe you have some kind of a job in summer.
Yes.
And you have some ideas and you may put it into practice.
Yes.
May you mention 1 or 2? What kind of jobs you may have in summer?
Okay. One thing that I've really been thinking about for the last couple of months is something from the entrepreneurial category. Something to start something of my own.
Which is, explain it more, please.
Let me say just explain the word entrepreneurial. It comes from the word entrepreneur, which is like a business owner or something.
Yes.
Yes.
Entrepreneur.
Yes, entrepreneur. So the thing I had in mind is starting a brand in a brand in a specific field that aims to help or to solve a specific problem for a specific audience.
So
It's quite general, I know, but
you are going to start up a channel, start up to help audience to help audience solve problems. No, I am not sure I understand.
okay. Basically, it's gonna be a brand that sells something that solves a problem that people have.
Example.
It's I know it's general because I haven't really given it much of a thought now, but I'm just this is not like the final idea. This is the general idea.
So you want to create a brand,
Lola,
for
I
example.
wanna say something.
Yeah.
Jana Amr's there.
All right, we are gonna call her now. All right, so thank you for burning everything we are building. Thank you very much. So you mean you may find that college students need
Yes.
a quality of cross bags. So
Yes.
you go and search for a place where you can
Manufacture those bags.
buy or manufacture those bags,
Those
and
bags.
then you
Sell
resell
them to
with
college
some
students.
profits to you.
Exactly.
Okay, that's great. It's an idea that can be applied, but if you start up a project, it won't be every summer only. These
Yes.
ideas are forever
all year
ideas.
long. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, the best of luck. The second question. Tell me about the period when you were in my place. You worked as an assistant. Tell me about teaching.
Okay. I want
Say your opinion honestly about teaching.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
Yes.
For me, I really like teaching because teaching is not only is not like one thing. No, teaching has a lot of specialties, a lot of things you can do. I worked with kindergarten people like 4 to 5 years. I worked with I worked with pre-teens, 9 to 10 years old. I worked with teenagers, 14 to 16 years old. I really like the concept of teaching itself, but I prefer teaching to more older individuals. I didn't like the idea of teaching to younger students at all.
You told us that at that time, but could you tell me why? You keep telling, maybe Lola, it's me myself who have a problem, you know.
Yes,
so
I remember
yes,
saying so.
yeah.
This is something. This is a trait that I have, that I'm not very patient, and teaching children needs a lot of patience, in which I didn't have at the time.
But now you,
and I don't have
you could stand having the bother around you, that noise. So maybe you are working it out somehow.
Maybe, but it's not like teaching. No, you asked me for an honest opinion, and my honest opinion is that I didn't like teaching to younger students at all. I enjoyed my time with Martin's group, for example. Those were like from
Teenagers,
10
yes. Yeah.
So the fact that you don't need to worry about sit, don't go, I need to go to the toilet. No,
Yes.
your whole time is dedicated to just teaching to English itself.
So you are giving the lesson. You are not worried about who has fought with who
Exactly.
needs to eat, who needs to go to the toilet. So that all.
Yes.
All right.
And
you
something
didn't.
personal, I felt like time passes much quicker when
When you are into
when
a
you're
group with
older
teens.
students. Yes.
Yes, I guess it's getting dark because it's
The battery?
Yeah, I guess, and we ask Abdulrahman for the charger, please, if he can bring it here. We need a charger, guys. Type C charger, please help us
Yes.
here. We are dying. His phone is. His phone is out of storage. Anyways, do you know I cannot use somebody's stuff. I cannot. I am not that person who can take somebody's phone and use it easily. And he offered me his phone a lot in class and it failed. And all the attempts failed. I cannot use somebody's phone. Here is that charger. It would save the saturation from the beginning. The third question say so how I flip it then? It needs to be flipped. Okay. So we may need to push
Okay.
it.
Yes.
As we said earlier, Shams, these are preparational episodes. Preparational episodes. Okay, Abdurrahman isn't there. Okay, could you please? Yeah, thank you. We have just.
Take my phone better.
Your phone has no storage, dear. It stopped
It
because it has
stopped in
no.
the beginning because it has no
Yeah,
storage.
at the very beginning.
Kidding.
Yeah, believe me. Believe me, it stopped at the very beginning, the first few minutes, 10 minutes, because it had no storage.
This way you're not.
I'm going to get nearer. What do you think?
Okay, we can do that.
Like this? I guess it's straight. It's okay.
We just need to adjust it. Abdurrahman, can you bring it down a bit?
It's fine. Problem solved. No, it was fine. It was fine. It's inclined a bit.
No, this way.
It's fine?
Yes.
Okay. That's it. We feel free.
Okay.
We are like in class. We don't bother having all these interruptions or all these technical problems, but it's an episode full of technical problems.
Yes.
But it's okay. But it's okay. It's very okay. We are adapted to these scenarios. I remember that many times I assigned you events and you didn't know the plans and you didn't know what you should have done at that time, but then you got the idea at a very short time before the event itself and you could manage. Do you remember any of these things? This is not proper. Excuse me.
Someone is calling.
No. Okay, could you please go?
Oh.
Could you please go?
I'm not gonna do anything.
All right. So
gonna
you have
sit-
to sit down.
Just need it.
Sit silent.
That's not proper. Okay? I said that that's not proper. So, do you remember any of the events? It's like I just sent you a message that you would have an event on a certain day, but you didn't have any idea what it was all about because they feel angry when I tell them we have an event. When I tell them, for example, wait for a note or wait for the date, and then you feel them, they are not. How can I explain it? It's like, okay. But in the past, when I announced that we had an event, people were eager.
Yes.
People were keen on having the event, whatever the event
Is.
was.
Oh, or was.
Here or now, no. I miss this soul. Anything we are doing together in the past was very good. Anything we shared and anything we had was very amazing. It ended up nicely and perfectly because we were together, and at the end there was something to learn, something to achieve,
Yes.
and we could. Nowadays, I announce
Well, you could get nearer.
it's nearer, yes, and the light is the idea. It's not only nearer; it's the lights. All right. So sorry, guys. Sorry, audience. You know us. You don't need, any comments. The idea is now I announce we have an event.
Yes.
When, where, what we are going to do, and in the past I used to say one word, wait and see. And then I declare it was smooth. I don't know why in the past it was smoother than now. Generations changed a lot.
Yes.
They change it.
Sure.
But I don't have newcomers. Most of them, saw you in practice. Most of them saw you working as assistants. So why are they? Do you know when you deal with a rock, you
yes.
were like a piece of dough. You were flexible as students, so I could have a lot of activities and a lot of entertainment and a lot of work done perfectly with you.
Yes.
Nowadays, no.
So rock, you can't do.
I feel
can't
like,
adjust it to-
I have a piece of rock which is rigid, so I cannot. I have to chunk it or to crack it. So that's what I am doing now. It's like to crack groups, to take the best of each, so I can form a piece of dough. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
In the past, it wasn't like this, Shams. And many events, I didn't show up, and you could go. Abdulrahman understood wrong, so you did something totally different from what I said. It ended up an experience many times,
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah.
But the fun had them. If I ask, for example, California's group to do something, you will find like, yeah, what's the next step? Yeah, what's the next step? No imagination. No trying to, oh, we know the lines. Let's try to have it on our way. Fine, Shams. So teaching is difficult, especially
To younger students.
young students. Abdulrahman told me something similar. He told me that teaching is time consuming. It needs a lot of effort, it needs a lot of time, and he does not like teaching anyway. Yani he does it, but he does not like it. You like it, but not to any age. Just to those who are preteens, teens, and up.
Yes.
You have the ability to manage the class perfectly in case you need. All right. The third question.
Yes.
Any news in the horizon? Have you met your dream, all right, mate?
Break down the dream mate.
Like, have you found that girl you have always dreamed of?
Now that's what is time consuming.
What an answer. You are a college student and don't want to chill out?
Actually,
Let us talk about this because I am along with his side, you know. I do believe in this, but we are opening the topic because this is one of the hot topics everybody has in mind. Teenagers and up. What do you mean by time consuming? To search for your dream girl is a time consuming
yes.
matter? Is a time consuming thing? Why?
First, let me start by saying that at the current phase I'm in, my college is like boys only. Al-Azhar
Al-Azhar.
University has two branches.
Yes.
Boys branch and girls branch.
Yes.
So there's no way of chilling out, as you stated. But something else like. I believe like at this phase or this chapter that you have something to focus on. This is consuming your time, consuming your energy, and consuming your focus. You're not fully dedicated or focusing on the thing that you should be focusing on.
So you prefer keep focusing on what you are doing for now, and you, because your college doesn't have girls around, so the idea is not there, or because you don't want the idea to be there? Or this is like a factor that helps you concentrate
This
more.
a factor, yeah, we can say.
So it's because your college is for boys or for men only. So it's one great factor that helps you focuses. But even if you were in a mixed college, you would have the same opinion, or distraction would be there somehow.
Let's not pretend as the word was pink. Yes, surely there was going to be some sort of distraction as
Any person, yes.
as any person, but you should be managing something of that sort.
You should be managing. How to manage that? You know, when you find yourself are going off track, and you have an aim or a goal to achieve. So how can a person keeps hard on his goal, keeps believing and keeps trying to not to get distracted, and life is full of distractions, and one of them is to find what we call dream boy, dream girl, dream man, dream lady, you know. That is the age then. So how can we be aware of this?
For me, like a very good way I used to stay focused is try to visualize what would happen if that goal is achieved.
Visualize means try to see
Yes.
how life would end up.
How would end up if that
If
specific
that
thing
was happened, if that
happened.
if that happens,
Yes,
if that
happens.
how life would be if
How
that
life would,
happened. Yes, exactly. Second conditional of if we imagine if that happened, how life would be. Shams, describe me in 3 words. Me, you have seen me in different stages, in a lot of situations. Like half of your life was spent in class, yani not half, but let's say a great
great
quality
chunk of my life
was in class, was outside of class with us. So describe me in 3 words.
Okay. For like to start with, the first word is gonna be unique. Well, should I explain each word?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not?
Why I chose the word unique is like throughout my life I've been taught in a very specific way. I sit in a classroom. A teacher stands up on the board, tries to explain a specific thing, and then goes. This is the ordinary way of teaching.
Yes.
But throughout like the period of time I stayed or I studied or that period of time, it was a different. You approached learning in a different way, in a unique way.
So it wasn't the ordinary style of teaching.
Yes.
Jenna told me last episode that now everybody speaks English. Is that true?
Uh,
I doubted it a bit. Like I had the feeling like now people speak English and I'm every day on the street and it's not that way. But English now is more
has become more popular. Yes.
more popular in people may you may feel that people are familiar with the language, but in contexts, in situations, in natural style, you
No.
find like it's not the way you had thought.
Yes, surely.
So, are your mates at college as good as English is your level?
I don't think so, because like academic English that's taught in high school or something does not aim into helping the student have or to live the language, to speak whenever he wants, whatever he wants. It aims to helping him getting the full mark at the exam.
And they are following the same method now, which is to study. You study in English, no?
Yes.
So they translate the passages and they keep the passages and the questions to pass the tests.
You mean studying this way?
Ah?
No.
I mean, your mates at college. How
Yeah.
do you study? How somebody can study if he doesn't know how to read English for free?
No, they sure know.
They
Like,
sure
yes.
no, but they cannot speak. They cannot have the communicational way.
Yes, the
to
communication
have a-
aspect, the speaking aspect of the language. But no, but they understand English in a way, especially the material that they're studying.
That's what I was saying. Like they study now in college, it's in English. The subjects are in English, but they study like they studied in Tanawiyama. They translate and they study and they understand and then they write.
Yes,
But come to
somehow.
show up and speak when they go for presenting ways. What do you see when your mates around you go and present?
The presentations do not like aren't in English.
You present in Arabic.
The medical the medical like words, something like very medical, something technical. No, you do say it in English, but you don't speak English throughout the whole presentation. No.
So you present in Arabic using the terminologies, the
Exactly.
medical terminologies to highlight your points.
Yes.
Oh no, so the first word is unique. I believe everybody's unique. Everybody I have met and I am meeting and I will meet is unique in a way or another. The second word to describe me,
The second word is gonna be hardworking.
hardworking. What do you mean?
As I say, the period that I stayed was really like it was being very highlighted how hardworking you are, starting from gathering the suitable materials to help us like achieve a specific goal in learning. This was a way, like something else. It wasn't only about the language. It was about living, having that spark. So a lot of signs that I cannot say in a couple of sentences show how hardworking you are.
Okay, hardworking. And I guess everybody can be hardworking. It's optional.
It's optional, surely.
It's optional. It's not something you are born with.
Yes.
You want it to be unique, you will show your ways of
You'll show
uniqueness.
yes.
You want to be hardworking, you will work. Dedication, as we said, dedication, as Abdurrahman mentioned earlier. I don't know why we get connected in a way or another. You find us, today we are all here. It is the third episode and the final for the preparation. The next episodes will be the real ones, and we are all here together. Abdurrahman, Jannah, and Shams will end up together, and I will be watching because I was asked in class, Lola, why don't you have 2 guests a time? I said maybe I can apply this with you, the new generation, but with old generation, one is enough. One is enough to cover all the episodes. So we will see, guys, when we are ending Shams's episode with having 3 guests a time, how it will go. Let's see. keep tuned. It's coming soon. So the third word is hardworking. Everybody can be. Just to push it up. Don't say circumstances. Don't say tired. Don't. You have always seen me messy me. Messy me. You have always seen me not prepared. Not. I seem not organized.
Yes,
but
and,
I'm a very organized one.
Yes, and this will give us the third word, which is real.
Real.
Yes.
What do you mean by real? No cosmetic surgery. No.
No,
No boob jobs. No jobs.
Surely not.
Yes. What do you mean?
The word real is the word is explaining itself like you do not try to show to show an aspect or to show a trait that isn't you.
So I am not fake.
Yes.
Everything we do by heart and we feel it. So
Yes.
it is different.
Uh-huh.
And we don't try to fake any scenario. Here we are, which is the sweetness of life.
Exactly.
Why should we fake who we are? Even when we are teachers, doctors, whatever we are doing in life.
I am very
That's
sad,
the fact
boys.
we have. So that's the fact we have.
Yes.
This is the life we are suffering from. So this is the life we are suffering from. These are the circumstances. So these are the circumstances.
Yes.
Like we have met many hardships, Shams, throughout the journey. Starting from studying in hot weather, walking on the streets and getting, bothered by many.
Yes.
Having problems among us, among the students. We are not doing well, some working, some no. So we have faced. It will fall. It will fall. Excuse me. It will fall. Yeah. Come. You want to say something? Come. What do you want to say?
I want to say something in the mic.
Yeah. Say something. Say something nice.
I want to say something in the mic.
Okay. The microphone is there.
I
Say.
want to say something in the mic.
The microphone is there. Say something.
I want to say something in the mic.
One of the traits of ADHD children that they talk a
Okay.
lot and they repeat a lot and they don't stop talking. So imagine you are surrounded by a lot of speeches and you have to focus and you have to work and you have to do things. So it's,
Me.
it's
I wanna say
something like,
something.
all right,
I wanna
say.
say something.
Yeah. Away. You don't need to even hold it. It's okay.
Hello, guys. Today in the first episode of
It's not the first, it's the third.
the third episode
000, yes.
of LOLA Kids.
Yeah.
I am happy to see you, Farida Ihab and Jana Amr. But Farida now is doing Habba Babba, and Farida also now is kidding and she's telling me your mind is crazy. And I'm happy to see you. And I want to tell you something. I want to tell you that LOLA Kids is the craziest videos in the world. Thank you for watching, and now we'll complete the session of LOLA Kids. But I need to tell you something before it.
Before you go and sit for a while.
Before I'll sit here, it is gonna be after this episode. I'm gonna sit and show you what I'm gonna do with also Lola's phone. So thank you, guys. What did I do? Is it funny or not, Farida? Farida Ihab, the craziest girl in the world. She doesn't stop using the gadgets. Enough that when you're not here and you're not focusing,
That's too much.
in the room, the door closed and it didn't open again. So we decided to call someone. He opened it for us until I came here, and this Farida came here. Farida is crazy. Very
Can we
crazy.
stop? Can we stop calling our sister crazy? Can we stop? Can we
And
stop?
now we're gonna stop for seconds. Bye bye, guys.
Do you want to reply?
I really miss you.
Miss who? You miss me? All right, I miss you too. I miss you too. I haven't seen you for ages. Can we sit down? Let's come back to. We have faced a lot of hardships.
Yes.
And one of these hardships, when everything went wrong, suddenly many things went wrong, Shams. And we finished the gold time, and I finished the gold chapter of teaching, and then everything went wrong in a way or another. Me, I had like a chapter of health problems, the chapter of losing one deer, the chapter of balancing, the chapter of coming back to work. So we face daily problems.
Sure.
So out of these problems, we are here, real.
Yes.
So that's why that one of the aims is like to show the world is like reality is not what we see on TikTok and on other videos.
Sure.
Kids are obsessed, right, with and they are fond of watching. Reality is not all fun all the time. A family every day in a different destination. A family every day is installing a new gadget. A family every day is having a new home. A family every day having that luxurious life free of any obstacles. What we see is
It's not the reality.
reality. Reality is middle class people work daily, students have dreams, parents since they rise, and I love to call it a rise, okay, until they sit, until they sleep, since they wake up until they sleep, they are working for their families to support who they are having around. So reality is us. This
Yes.
is reality. But what we see else out of different resources, no,
It's
it's
not.
not. It's not. That's why here we are. Now, I would like to ask Jana Amr and Abdurrahman. They both come. But before they come, I would like you to sing something.
Sing something.
A piece of anything.
Okay.
So I just want to tell them whatever my personality, whatever I like singing or no, when I am having it into context, it's fine. It's fine to do it.
Yes.
Yani I had to sing something in a prime. I had to sing something in a presentation. I had to. You did it. Maybe
Yes.
it's not your personality. Maybe you don't like singing. Maybe you don't like music. Maybe. But when I tell you sing something, you don't keep telling me no. And here I will thank Yusuf Shaban because he tried to overcome one of his problems and he finally chose a song and he sang it in class. Bravo, Yusuf.
Bravo,
I'm
Yusuf.
waiting for Amina and Ahmed Hussein. You know, we have still a bunch. So sing something, Shams.
Okay. A message to the people who are like not fond
Yes,
of.
come nearer to the microphone and I need Jana and Abdurrahman to join, please.
Yeah.
Come, guys. Yes.
This is a message for all the people who are not fond of singing. I'm one of you. I'm not really that fond of singing. I'm not really a singer. I did it once throughout the period.
Jana,
No. Huh.
I did it only once throughout
That's not
throughout the period I stayed. I did it only once, just as I said, to come out of my comfort zone, to try something new. Even if I don't like it, it's better to try. Life is based on trial and error.
Yeah.
Yes,
Look
this
at the
is the
image.
message.
Look at the image, guys. By the end of the episodes, it will be all the school back gathered together. Look how fun it is. And it's not impossible, all right, to have 2 guests or 3 guests in one round because it's not impossible. But for those icons, it's better to have one full experience than we mix and match in a way or another. So sing something. Shams is
Okay.
gonna sing, so we are, come on. We are willing.
The only song I sang it was Counting Stars. I sang it along with Hani.
Yes.
Okay, so
And it was a good choice.
okay.
Yes, we miss Hani too. Yes, yani we miss him very. Are you still in contact?
Yes.
Yes, from time to time. He sends
Not
me
from time
messages.
to time. We just met like a couple of days ago.
And how's he?
He's okay.
He's okay.
Yes.
How's IG?
He's swamped up in his exams right now. He's gonna finish like 21st of May.
Good luck, Hani. Good luck, everybody. And I'm very thankful that all of you come, although you are busy, but it's a Thursday and we have a meeting every Thursday with one of you. So no problem to free yourself for some hours.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But lately I've been breaking heart. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.
Excellent. And then you keep the tune. Sing it again. What's wrong? You can go and laugh at her there. Yani you can go. you can go, but don't interrupt the work this way. You are a big boy. You can't interrupt work. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Sing it again, Shams. And sorry for the interruption, but
Okay. I'm just gonna
life is amazing.
get some help with the lyrics.
Lyrics, okay. Music, please.
Okay.
Don't use music. We don't need to get copyrighted.
Okay,
So, and
just the
we are
lyrics.
real and natural. So we sing like we are sitting together. Go drink some. Go drink some water. Go drink some water. Fine. You know the song, Abdurrahman? So give some assistance to him. Sit down, please.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Again, here we
It's
repeat.
the same part.
The same part, no problem. But at least you did it, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Some people you keep begging, try, no problem. Huh?
Okay.
Omar Fahmi, no problem. Shams got interrupted. Shams listened somebody laughing. All right, while he was performing, he didn't feel nervous. He didn't feel anxious. This message is for Omar Fahmi. So please, guys, learn how to be confident and natural. Whatever happens, go on. Just go. Yes, come on.
Okay. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.
So we don't care about dollars, guys. We care about stars, which is the quality of things we have that will let us have dollars. Thank you, Shams. It was amazing. In the next chapter of the episode, I would like Jannah to be in my place, and I would like to be just a normal guest. Me and Abdurrahman will be guests, then Abdurrahman to be switched, and then we all run, a host and a ghost game, okay? A host
Okay.
and a ghost means you are the host, we are the ghost, and then we go on. You have lots of questions for Shams, so you will run it. You start off again, as it's the beginning of the episode. So now, guys, in real, we will see. So, see, she doesn't know what she's here for. She didn't know any idea, because it's not impossible to replace me. In case, I told Abdurrahman earlier, in case I'm not there for a reason or another, there should be hosts. There should be people who are able to run episodes.
Yes.
So Jannah, now it's your episode. So start it off from the beginning. You are the real host. We are ghosts. All right? And your guest is Shams. So come on, I'll be back with Shams for sure. Our conversation hasn't ended. I still have like a bomb for you at the end. So let's go. Yes. Let me enjoy some coffee. Sit for a while.
Hello, Jess.
Hello, Jannah.
Long time no see.
Long time to see as well.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Thank God.
Okay, uni life. We've talked about it in the past episode, in my episode. So, which college are you in first? Cause
Faculty of Medicine.
medicine. Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck to you as well.
How's it going? Easy, hard. You can do it.
It's something new.
Sure thing.
Something very new, something very exciting. To be honest, something I didn't plan on doing.
Yes. I didn't know that was your goal at all, Sayed.
Let me share with you something. Choosing because a lot of you are going to university next year. A lot of you are going to Thanawiyah next year. So this is the part that will that may benefit you may benefit you a lot. Choosing the faculty that you're gonna go is not the end of the world. This is something. A lot of I know a lot of people. Like in my a lot of mates, first of all they switched colleges. Some people liked something, they went for a year, they didn't like it, they switched. Some people and vice versa. Some people joined Faculty of Medicine, they didn't like it there, they switched. So choosing the faculty you want to go is not the end. You can always change, and but make sure that this is a very important decision. So don't be as I took it very quickly. I'm not saying I regret it, but have some deep thought about it. Just
But was your aim in Sanoyama to be a doc? You
No.
aimed for it? No?
no.
So what happened?
Uh,
no, that's here.
Yes.
Investigate.
Actually,
happened?
what I asked you that question because I saw Sunda's story and she was like engineer and I was like, he's a doctor. What's wrong? What happened? So because of that, I was like,
Investigate about it. Now you are the host.
so
How
why
come?
not engineering and why medicine?
So
Okay.
you aimed at the beginning. So let's make it clear. He wanted to be an engineer when he was in
She
Sanoyama.
interrupt him.
And then,
He entered medicine.
so
Okay. As I said, like you should be taking some deep thought into such a decision. My goal in Tanyamo wasn't necessarily to be a doctor. My aim was just to get the highest scores possible, and thankfully I did so. I hope all of you do as well. And regarding the college I wanted to go, I was first interested in technology, engineering, computers, and so on. But I figured the decision was I don't want to say reckless, but the closest thing to reckless you can say. I'm not saying I regret it. It's very wonderful. People who want to do so, it's greener on the other side. Just do your best and best of luck.
no.
I didn't get it. There's the answer.
No, Jenna, I'm silent. So
Look, it's a huge difference. Biology, math.
Yes. Okay.
It's a very great
Biology and math. Let me tell you that I preferred math and physics much more than chemistry, biology, and all these stuff. But it's not always about the subjects that you love. When you are an engineer, you won't be on the site solving math equations. It's not only about there's
subject
difference
itself.
between there's a big difference, a huge difference between something that you love and the work of it. Engineering study a lot of math, physics, and so on. But will you be willing to work as an engineer? Some specialties in engineering be a way of have some work styles where you leave home for 14 days and come back home for 14 days. That's petroleum engineering. I didn't have any interest in that. A lot of other things that it's not only about what you love, it's about what you want to work. So I love math, but if I study math and physics and engineering, at the end, do I like to work as an engineer?
You mean that are you gonna work with the certificate you already have?
Yes. So, you have to answer that question. If you wanna go into medicine, do you really want to become a doctor? Forget about the thing you're studying right now. The thing that you're studying right now, you only study for like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years if you're a doctor. Do you want to become a doctor? Do you want to become an engineer? This is the important question, not the question of what do you love to study. The studying period is only for 5 years, but what your work is eternal. Not eternal, but most
your whole
probably,
life.
yes.
Could you face? I give some tips, please. Host and guest face the audience a bit, come nearer, and direct your speech to them. I am giving a practical lesson. We need many hosts and many guests to run episodes without me. As you all have seen, it's very difficult. My presence is not that easy. I suffer and you suffer a lot when I am here. So maybe one time I'm not there and the episode to go on. Come on, Jenna, invent the questions.
Invent questions.
You have to invent the questions.
Okay. We used to have a lot of sessions, and usually,
Indeed, we did.
yeah, a lot, and they're usually divided into a lot of sections. What was the section that you loved the most? Yeah, you came just for that, or like a part of
You
it?
mean university?
No, I'm talking about the course.
Okay. Okay. Could you repeat the question again?
Okay, we had a lot of sessions together,
Yes.
and we usually the sessions are divided. Like we speak, we have academic stuff, we sometimes act, we sometimes read, we sometimes sing. So, what's your favorite part of it?
Okay.
What used to be
yeah.
the favorite part of the session.
Okay, as I told Lola before, like my most favorite part about the sessions were presenting, and my favorite sessions also the sessions where we had to present, where we had to rate the
Presenters?
presenting. Yes, indeed.
They used to rate
Presenters, yeah.
presenters. Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
Actually, me too. Presenting is just about your personality, your style,
Yes.
way you're
sure.
talking.
Like like let's leave aside the benefits of being a presenter, those are like obvious. It improves your English, improves your confidence, your tonality, a lot of things, but it gives you presenting gives you an opportunity to express who you really are. What are your interests? How do you speak? How do you interact with people? It improves a lot of aspects, and for me that was the best part about the sessions in general.
How to plan a presentation. How to go through a presentation, how to be
Raise your
ready
voice
for
a
a
bit, Jenna,
presentation.
please try.
How to be ready for a presentation and plan it.
How to be ready for a presentation. Okay, there are a lot of approaches to such a task. It depends on the type of presentation that you're presenting. If it's like a more of a let's say it's a formal presentation. How do you want to prepare that? First of all, you have to do some like the base or the baseline. You have to do some research. You can be presenting a topic without a proper research to what you're gonna present.
Sure
So
thing.
because like a major part of a presentation is the questions, the questions at the end or in the middle. So you have to be to be knowledgeable about what you're gonna present about. So. I think you get it. So researching is the baseline, is the first step you have to do.
But research and paraphrase. Not research and get the pieces as they are and keep and say.
Surely.
Paraphrase means I understand what this piece wants
And I
to
reason
say,
it.
and then I paraphrase it on my own
What
way.
what I mean by researching is that I get something I called raw information. So, for example, I have a presentation about Thomas Edison. I get the piece of information that says that he invented the light bulb. The way I implement this kind of information in the presentation is related to your style. Because you're not going to be presenting a presentation in the style of the author who wrote the research paper you
Sure
got it
thing.
from. You won't be doing that. So researching the topic is the first step. Second, as Lola mentioned, is paraphrasing the information you got from the research, but putting it in a specific order that you think
Your own
fits.
style.
That fits your style, that fits the level of the audience, that matches into the time limit, because some presentations have like a time limit or something. So paraphrasing should take the most the longest time in the process of preparation. And last thing is rehearsing, just making sure that a lot if you need to.
Means to get ready to present
Yes.
in front of others. Yes.
To get ready and to make sure that the presentation that you have now is the final form that is ready to be viewed and rated, and so we know that this is really you, not that you still needed some rehearsing. No, make your presentation like it's the final form. Just
And don't come and prepare yourself in class. Don't
Surely.
come and say before the presentation, but I need to prepare myself. Don't come. It's not proper
Yeah,
to
it's a
come and
presentation.
to prepare yourself in class. You understand? Anyways, yes.
Do you remember a topic that you presented and you would never forget it?
It's the
actually.
same question. By the way, oh my god, oh my god. She wasn't here, guys.
I wasn't here at
She
all.
wasn't here when I asked Shams the same questions.
Yes.
Now she is at reality. She is repeating the same questions I asked. I asked him the same question. Have you heard me?
No, I wasn't
No,
there.
you weren't there. Yes, you wasn't there. But she's repeating. huh?
Yes.
Okay.
And
so
unfortunately, I'm gonna stay the same answer that I don't
No,
remember.
no, change it, change it.
No, change the question.
Change it.
Question to be
Second
changed.
favorite.
Yeah, question to be changed as we asked it, and he answered it already earlier. Come on, yes. Oh my God.
Another.
Oh my God. By the way, you are following the same steps. the same 3 questions I asked.
Yes.
Yani, this is the 4th question. Try it again. Yes.
The first
This
question,
is your
like
first
you.
question. That you tried 3 questions exactly like me. You'll watch the episode and you will see yourself. Copy paste, you know? Oh, come on.
Okay.
Another question or the second favorite?
Okay. The second favorite part of the class.
No, the second favorite presentation.
He doesn't remember.
I don't remember any
He
topics.
doesn't remember any titles. When I asked you, you knew by heart.
Yes,
the
because
presentation
presentations.
was unforgettable. For him, he presented a lot. But Shams, by the way, suffered from forgetfulness. Yani, a lot. It's one thing that he had it on his pocket all the time, right? It was there.
I'm not very sure, but the last presentation I gave was more than 6 years ago. I can
It
say
was
so.
quite a long time.
Yeah,
6 years.
2019, 2020 period.
Really? Oh my God.
2020?
2020
He
period.
doesn't mean that I'm old or anything.
No,
Fast.
Yes,
Yeah,
for
sure
sure.
thing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that, nothing. It doesn't mean it. But Shams always had that one. In classes he had it. Forgetfulness. He usually wrote me like, sorry Lola for being a little bit unorganized, and I am really sorry I have forgotten to do the piece of homework. No, I have pieces written by him just mentioning like there was forgetfulness, something he had forgot. Anyways, let's go. He doesn't remember
Any presentations.
but he liked it most.
Yeah.
So let me pass it. Shift the
Okay.
questions. Try to-
Primes. We had a lot of primes and we celebrate. Yes.
I did ask.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
Yes.
We had a lot of primes and we shared in a lot.
Yeah.
And naturally speaking, we used to have a lot of on stage talks. Like
Yes.
talk. Take the mic and talk.
Yes.
Did you enjoy this part or was it like something stressful?
No, I didn't feel it as stressful. For me, the most stressful part was like the activities related to arts, like acting, singing. I didn't like that.
Like being formal.
I didn't like that portion of activities at all. It's not about being formal. It's about what you prefer and what you don't. Yes. This is the part that was most stressful for me. But anything related to speaking in general, no, I had no problems with it. I'll do it any day, anytime.
I'm the opposite. I used to enjoy acting, singing, playing, but presentations, I love presenting. But like a really formal thing, it's just like, it's not my thing, but I do it. I love trying and helping and pushing, you know. Yeah, it's fine.
So,
everybody has
he
their
didn't
things.
like primes.
He didn't like activities in primes. He loved
No,
like
this is not what I
things.
said.
Your groups used to practice a lot, and I used to be there.
Yes.
I
No.
used to be, first primes all were organized and done and rehearsed by me. You remember having
The
that young
characters.
thing in one of the primes crying around us, but we could manage
Yeah.
having it at the end. All right. So he didn't like the activities, which is the formal part. He liked the formal part.
Yes.
He likes
But he didn't
activities
like-
informal.
That's what I said.
No, but the informal part included acting, plays, and you mastered the plays.
But I didn't enjoy doing so.
Enjoy it now. Act as he is.
Act.
Yalla, come on.
Uh,
Don't leave him.
What are the stories, you know? You were in, what?
Let him choose the play he likes.
Choose.
Choose one of the plays
Yeah, the
you
choice.
shared in.
You're so
Uh,
generous.
I shared in I shared in Merchant of Venice. I shared in Hamlet, I
Lear.
think.
Hamlet,
Lear, I believe.
Macbeth.
No, I did not share in Macbeth.
Yes.
No. King Lear, no.
I did not share in King Lear as well.
Any.
Was the king.
Yes.
And you were one of
No,
the...
I didn't share in King Lear.
Okay, Merchant of Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any episode, any part, of the play. Sorry, guys. Look, because of commitment, I am here. But if it was optional, I would have, if it had been optional, I should use the third. If it had been optional, I would have cancelled today's episode. But, not all days are straight in regular. Some days are up and down, and you should
Sure
go.
thing.
And that's what we had in class. Many times, everything was like
Everything
in
went
a
wrong.
tornado, and then we managed saving it at the end. Anyways, Merchant of Venice.
Okay,
a scene
and
of Merchant of Venice.
for the
Please
viewers,
switch the camera.
this is your sign to know the plays by heart, so you don't end up like me. Okay,
So look at them.
Yeah.
Look at
I'm
them.
trying just to
remember.
Okay, oh,
to remember.
he's trying to
Remember any scene from Merchant of Venice. Okay, I'm gonna act the scene where I don't remember the names.
Antonio, Bassanio, Portia,
Who's that? Who was that one evil guy who wanted to take
Shylock.
Shylock?
Shylock,
Okay.
the Jewish merchant who wanted to take a pound of
A pound of
flesh.
flesh. Yes,
heart.
Heart.
A pound of flesh, but from which part? Antonio's heart.
Antonio's heart.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna act that part as much as I remember.
Look at the cam.
Here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Action.
Okay, so Antonio gave me an appointment to give me back his debt, and he didn't. I'm not gonna accept any form of compensation other than a pound of his flesh, especially from his heart.
Hey, complete.
Support
This is my, hey, no, I wouldn't let it go like this. So, you can be Portia. Offering him 6,000 ducats, all right, instead of 3,000 ducats, which is the amount of money Antonio owed. And then he, no, never. So,
Okay, do.
what about
6 what?
1,000 ducats?
Just take those 6,000 ducats and just forget what he said.
Not even 10,000 ducats.
Why?
Ducats. The only form of the compensation I'm receiving is a pound of his flesh from his heart.
No, please, he will die.
He used to be mean to me. He used to call me names.
He used to be mean to me. He used to call me names. He used to steal a lot of my customers.
It's all now. The chains I have.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
my golden chance. I'm not losing it.
I know your enemies, but it's about life or death. Anything.
You know his enemies? You know they are enemies.
I know
But
they're
it's
enemies.
a matter of
Life and death.
She's making it modern.
Stories.
Portia, modern merchant of Venice.
Radio story by Jan Amr. Radio story by Jan Amr.
Modern merchant of Venice. So it's not only your name that is all right.
This is Merchant of Cairo then.
Look at them, Shams. You are the guest. Okay,
Okay.
then. So tell them this is a matter of.
Life and death. So
إيه،
please.
يا عم خد
Yes.
Take
them.
Okay. No way. Okay.
No way.
Anyways, it's amazing. Natural. Have you seen how Jenna jumped in? She didn't care. She didn't care that the style was a little bit different from the style of Shylock. She joined it very loose, you know. But if we go local ways, so we would act it this way. I remember once your group said Cleopatra in a different way.
Yeah.
It was Cleopatra, not Cleopatra. Yani we once tried to Egyptianize, all right, a story or the life of Cleopatra, and they could do it in a hilarious way. It ended in a fun way. Later we talk about it. Complete. You still have one more question?
One more question. Okay, we know that you don't like singing, and you already said that. But a song that you love listening to.
A song that I love listening to. I don't know. Counting Stars.
Again? You don't have access to the song
life.
in your life, no?
I know, but
You do not listen to songs.
occasionally, but occasionally.
Your favorite song
when
from
you are
those?
going to college, you don't have those lovely, what they are called, or a BP, or you have a new name. iPods.
AirPods.
Yes.
All right, you don't have oh my generation. You don't have your AirPods listening to a program to something or going to
Yes, I
college.
do.
You what do you do?
Yeah.
Look at them.
Okay. Mostly, and this is like a piece of advice for all of you. like you spend you may not realize it, but you spend a great chunk of your life in transportation. If you like your school or university is like an hour an hour and a half away, so you spent a really great chunk of your life in transportation. So you better make some use of that time. For me, I like to listen to like ebooks read. Instead of like reading it, this is a type of activity, a podcast, something.
What
And
genre? What genre? Which genre? Like
Genre.
which genre?
What books do you like reading? What genre of books do you like?
Self-help books.
Self-development.
Yes.
So he likes to read development, human development books. Okay, Jana, now you have to switch the talk to Abdurrahman. So how will you switch it?
Abdurrahman would
to
be
be
the host?
Yes. So now end it as you are ending your episode with Shams and thank him. Then give the chair to Abdurrahman.
Okay. Now is the end of our episode 000 with Shams, the episode of LOLA Kids.
Kids.
I really enjoyed having you as a guest,
I enjoyed it as
as
well.
I'm the host of the program now. But now we do have another host, which is my mate Abdurrahman. So give him applause or something.
Keep awake. Stay up today. There's
Yeah.
no need to sleep early.
Wait.
Let's have it more. You have only 2 questions. You'll be a host that you will direct him 2 questions.
Sure.
Then we will have the bomb board. That you can
waiting for
imagine.
it.
Yeah.
Hello, Shams. How are you doing?
Hello, Abdurrahman. Long time no
Fine.
see.
Okay, yes. Long time no to see.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so let's start off directly. I have a question for you. A few days ago, I was reminded by a travel we had together, and you were assigned the leader. Tell me about it. Did you like it? You didn't like it? How was it? Was it difficult?
Could you specify?
I remember, I guess it was in Sharm el-Sheikh, and you first we would choose our leader. We were about 6 members, and
You
we
voted for the
voted.
leader.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you were 6 members, and then you needed to have a leader. All right, and he was chosen.
yeah.
Yes. How was it? Did you like it? Like this, he means.
Actually, I did like it, but I do have some comments. In that specific, in that specific,
Period of time.
in that specific travel, a lot of things went wrong, and a lot of things I cannot recall something specific, but I remember a lot of things were didn't go as planned, and it was a good experience to have. I'm not gonna lie, but I did not like taking the leadership in that for a couple of reasons. The travel itself was fantastic. We had a fun time, Soho Square, and
Sure. Yeah.
Soho Square, and that 5-kilometer walk from the gate of the hotel until the
Stamina.
Sure.
Need to
Until the
learn
main road.
stamina. Be strong. Go on. Okay, never stop.
And we had girls with us. Same
Doesn't
goes.
matter.
Yes.
Girls and boys, when it comes to tasks in life, they are equal.
Exactly.
Both of them have to carry.
Yes.
Yes, right, Jana?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But the
I've
reason.
never enjoyed any travel with a group. I spoke with you about it.
But the reason I didn't like it because in that you're traveling, so you should be having fun. If you're given the opportunity, don't take some extra burden on you. Yeah, you're traveling to have fun. Just go have fun. And for me personally, the idea of a leader in such activities is not really preferred because you're an adult. You're traveling with adults. Everybody can handle his own responsibilities without needing extra assistance. You're not in a project. You're not doing something that requires leadership.
Exactly. Okay. So.
No, I disagree with this. It's like when you travel as a group, sometimes we need to assign a leader in case something happens, how to react, in case we need aid or help with an issue or a scenario, in case one of the destinations we were planning to go to, all right, wasn't that appealing, so we need a leader to convey the message to change the destination. Every group or teamwork, every group or teamwork needs a leader. It doesn't matter the leader who controls the others. It means the leader who delivers the messages of the others.
Yes.
So it's different. Everybody thinks now you give the message that a leader is somebody who controls the others and he needs to take care of the responsibility of the others. It depends on the age. But about us, when we reach high school, so it's not you care about everybody. It's like you manage scenarios in case something needs managing, and you monitor in general while enjoying. But every teamwork needs a leader, because a teamwork or a journey or a trip or a specific task to be done, everybody is on his own. So it ends up 2 girls are alone, 3 girls are alone, 1 guy we don't know where he had been, and maybe his phone died, maybe. Oh my God, what a day. Let's complete it, all right, without a video until we see why the charger isn't working. So we will complete having the episode. What an episode.
Yeah.
Yani Jana's episode to upload took a full week. All right? And Shams's episode is full of technical problems. Easy, preparational.
We have a good
episodes.
technician.
Yes, easy preparational episodes. And no problem, guys. We are managing. So any teamwork, Shams, needs a leader. Even if it's a leader by the word, not in action. Just that everybody feels when I need something or help, I go to the person and he would help me. Yes. And when we travel, so it's a great responsibility. So we need to control what's happening sometimes in case something goes not as planned. So here we are again after you heard our lovely voices only. Yeah, it's a radio program. LOLA kids expect wonders, you know. You have to expect wonders. You have to be ready all the time. We don't prepare, and when you don't prepare and you decide to be real, this is reality. Anyways, the next question. So please, Shams, direct your speech again about leadership. Leadership is needed when there is any sort of team work. Yes, okay.
All right. Let's go into the next question, which is, do you have a hobby or a side hustle that you like to do that no one knows about?
Define what no one knows about.
Look at this, Shams. Everything defined. Specify. Identify. We answer. What's wrong, Shams? Okay.
He's
Again,
asking
your question.
a general.
Maybe they have silly questions, no problem, but try to figure it out, huh?
All right.
Again.
Like something that you do. Again, you have a hobby or side hustle. Let's not say that no one knows about, but at least that you like to cool off with it. It gets it makes you concentrate more.
As I said,
No. I am like, you know, his speech is full of contradictory. Something you cool off, and something
To
you help
focus.
you to concentrate.
Yes,
So you'll cool off.
to concentrate later.
To empty your cup.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same question I asked. No.
yes, and I'll have to use this.
Switch.
No,
Oh.
switch.
Or
Guys,
right.
we are preparing hosts, and then you will say your word. Who is all right? A good host. Who can replace me? No one. Thank you. Okay, okay. No problem. Come on, Abdurrahman. Give it another try.
Okay, sure. I'm not gonna talk about the course because you covered a lot of things about the course and our life. Tell me about someone who is near to you now in your life.
The closest person.
Yes.
The closest person, I would say,
No way. No way. This episode complete. No way. No way. No way. The closest person in your life.
I would say, it's not a person, it's a group, which is my family.
Guys, we are out of pictures. No problem. We are here. Stay tuned. We will figure it out. It's an episode full of technical problems, but it's still fun. It's still challenging. Come on. So, who is the closest person to you now? Who is the closest friend? Somebody who is, your back whenever you need it.
I would say my family.
Who? All of them?
Yes.
All?
Yeah.
I would like to come here. Could you end your part with Shams?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The bomb.
Yeah. No, before the bomb, I would like to hook here because it's something that I would like to ask about.
Sure.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, thank you, Shams, for
My pleasure.
today. It was a lovely conversation.
Lovely two questions.
Yes, silly questions.
No, they weren't silly, but it's a try.
Yeah.
It's a try.
We learn
We
by
learn.
mistakes,
No,
as we said
nobody
before.
is free of mistakes. Free some space to have the last part of the episode. Shams, I would like to hook again. And hi.
Hi.
She asked you a very good question, but she could not render it more. When she asked about the choice of college and why you changed your destination from engineering to medicine. Here the question is, was your family one part in making the decision?
Yes.
Yes. How? I mean, like you wished for engineering, and alhamdulillah, you passed the score of engineering. Then, when they found you have that score, did they tell you يا ابني حرام عليك انت جايب سكور عالي ليه تضيعه ليه تخش هندسه ما تخش طب انت بقى في حد لاقي did that see here guys you are listening to me how to render question Jana talent
Say it, but he was like, it's not about this, it's about work. And I was like, maybe it's his
no
choice.
did that happen
Short answer, yes.
No, I don't want short answer. Why are you giving me short answer? يا أخي بقى. Talk. Yes, we don't want short answers.
Yes.
Yes. So part of the shift of decision was because of your family members. It's like
It's not a shift.
Hey, back. We are back. You heard us without anything. You saw darkness. Then we are here. Light again. No, leave it dark. Leave it dark. Then we show up again. Leave it as it is. I don't want to editing. I don't want to save edits now. Hi, Saif. I really appreciate. I really like you, and I really like your work. But I wanted to go natural. I don't want to much edit or a lot of editing. I will tell you what I need exactly. But let's come back to the question.
Okay.
Did that happen? Like يا ابني هو حد لاقي ده انت اصلا كنت في سنه يعني كان كل السكورز down so that year in specific I do remember most of the scores were down so you got the score to join faculty of medicine so I guessed all right so I guess they helped you to shift the decision.
Yes.
But it's totally also crazy from engineering to medicine.
It's a different thing.
But you found yourself having no problem. You accepted it.
Yes. They were not trying to shift my decision as much as they're trying to influence or to let me see it from a different perspective.
Which was?
My perspective is that I love math and physics, then I should go to a field that studies math and physics, which is engineering.
Yeah.
This is like
That's what you thought.
Yeah, the limited aspect that I had.
Okay.
They trying to tell me that it's not only about what you love to do, because as I said, you love studying math and physics. You won't be studying for life. At some point, you'll have to work. Will you love to work as an engineer? Will engineering, whenever you wake up to go to work, do you wake up willingly to go, or you just wake up because you have to? This is the real question that you should answer. You should choose based on.
All people have to. By the way, all jobs. at certain moments daily. All people have to wake up to go to work. Have to is have to within ever. But have to while I'm loving it.
Yes.
Have to while I'm totally only have to. You understand? So they
Yes.
try to explain it from this point. And you felt like you would be a doctor. You would have it easier when you are a doctor rather than when you are an engineer. Who knows? People have jobs, people have careers. Life is never guaranteed. Maybe you discover
Yes.
something within your own self later on that shifts you to a different direction or aspect that you have
Exactly.
never thought of. We have lots of stories. We mentioned that in class 2 days ago or a day ago. Many people were they were graduated from faculties like engineering, medicine, and others, and then they shifted to acting, direction, or
Yes.
whatever the field. Just talent. They went beyond talent. So for now, you are enjoying what you are doing, and you are not regretting
Yes.
having that path. That's cool, and that's what you had said. Another thing I would like to ask you about, which is Marwan.
Is this the bomb?
No,
Okay.
it's a question. I said
Okay.
the bomb is something should be different. Marwan, your cousin.
Yes.
I don't know. Nowadays, he started to be, I don't know, one of the people who are near and dear. He started to show work by love, and in certain time of
Yes.
his life, he did not like to work. He did not like to do anything. But now he is at the moment. He loves what he's doing. So he reminded me by the phase when everybody loved coming, when everybody loved doing. So do you have a leg in that?
Personally, I don't think so. But let me tell you something that I personally can feel this change. Let me tell you, let me give you a little background. Since I was young, Marwan is younger than me by only 2 years. Since I was young, me and Marwan and I used to fight a lot. A lot. I mean by a lot to the extent that
You didn't get along.
Yes,
You didn't get along,
while
yes.
we were young. A lot to the extent that sometimes they would have to separate. Like if Marwan's there
Shams
at the
wasn't.
place, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
This is what life looked like. But recently, by recently I mean like a couple of years, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We started getting along very well. We started hanging out more often, doing more activities together, going to play soccer together. A lot of things that we started getting along better than while we were younger. Like at this point, I don't feel like we're really cousins as much as friends.
So now
So,
you are near.
yeah.
So you think he's affected by you?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You are not helping him with his work, presentations, preparation of stories. You are not helping him at all?
Sometimes I do not help him by I give him some inspirations. For example,
Last time he asked you for something to help him with.
a couple of weeks ago he had an. I did not.
Come on. I
No,
felt
no.
Shams there, and I didn't say it in class, and here I'm saying it on air.
No,
Come
let me
on,
tell you how I
but
helped
say
him.
the truth, huh? Because
Yeah.
I felt you here. And by the way, it was chosen the best to be acted, and his group
A story?
members. Yeah, I know that. Look, Marwan.
No,
You can.
he's the one who authored it. He
No,
asked. He
come
asked
on,
me.
look, look, live, it's live. I was group application to detect plagiarism, application to detect AI usage. I don't care. I have my own sensors. It was chosen to be the one of the film by his group members, and the style reminded me by somebody who I knew by heart. The style of writing and
No, but I did not help him in writing
I
at
know
all.
the idea. Tell me. You tell me first.
Yeah, I
huh?
tell you. He asked me, Shams, if you're asked to write a story, what would you write about? At that point, I didn't have any ideas to give him. I told him there's a technique called reverse engineering, meaning you see that something you liked.
Reverse engineering is like instead of having robots helping, robots have conquered you and made you disabled, right? For example, this is reverse engineering. And
This is
instead
not.
of enjoying the blessing of the machine had turned it into a curse to let you be such a person.
This is not what I meant.
Huh.
I mean, like I told them, imagine. I told them you read a story and you liked it. You liked everything of it. Try to get the points of that story that you liked, and using those points, build a new story.
For example,
For example, let's see. I saw a product that I liked, and I purchased that product.
yeah.
I'll get this process and I gather what happened that made me like this product. I get 1, 2, 3 points. Using those points, I'll make a new product that people out of the points.
Advantages
Yes.
of the
It's not
product I like.
plagiarism. It's reversing what you like to make people similar than you like it even as well.
But reverse engineering, I thought it the way I thought. It's like you have something that is later on in your writing giving you the opposite of its benefits, like what he used in his story. Do you know what his story title
No.
is? Do you know the plot of it?
I know nothing about it. This what I told you is exact thing I told him.
But I felt him like was affected by somebody, not only that his way. So his story was is under the title of AI, artificial intelligence, and he built the plot that robots dominated everything, controlled everything until they decided to. It was him or it was Yusuf. I got mixed up. Anyways, two stories were similar in class yesterday. Yusuf Tamer's and Marwan's. But I guess Marwan is the one who wrote about artificial intelligence, which let robots control everything until people started to, no, we need to revenge back. We need to, all right, turn the scenario to our own interest again. So I guess, like, I felt you in there.
No, this is not what. I told him just to use the concept of this reverse
Like
engineering.
you advised him to get a story he liked and
Yes.
to take the good points of it
And
build.
ask himself why did he like it? Because the process, he reads something, he likes it, and then he will reverse the process. He liked it. Why did he like it? He will come up with a couple of points. Using this points, he will invent the story. Using the points, why he liked it. This is the approach I told him to take. Just.
Fine, amazing. I don't know, but Marwan has seen you working, and had seen Sondas working, and had seen you practicing a lot. Maybe no, he didn't see you while you were preparing for tasks or preparing for presentations or
Occasionally,
prompts.
yes, he did.
He saw. Maybe he was near to Sondas when he was young than you.
Yes, one
Sondas
was on,
helped
yes.
him a lot when he was younger.
Yes.
The aim of the game is to tell you guys we are back again after darkness. We are running out of energy, storage, time, everything. But it's Thursday, so it's usual tune up. All right, and that got stored. Maybe now it is the time that he felt like he has to show himself. But it's fine. I see him doing what he does, like by showing like I like what I'm doing.
Yes.
Marwan, thank you. Your story was chosen. It was most of group members yesterday asked to have it as a film, the story of Marwan or the story of Yusuf Tamer, and they were similar. AI and the other one also a scientist who, was asked to stop a curse on the earth, and then he preferred the money, and then his end was good. Anyways, in many ways. Shams, I would like to tell you that we are preparing a conference. This is the bomb. We are preparing a conference that was suspended for ages. And you know about it. We are preparing ourselves to join a conference this summer. And you are one of the nominees to attend this conference. You were one of the nominees when every year you are one of this conference is held yearly, and the time shifts every year, and it's one of these conferences who aim to promote and to enhance youth skills. And I am having like 5 nominees. You are one of these nominees to attend that international conference, and I will, because the idea of not daring to let you go alone, it was like I needed to be there, because you can't be in a different place out of everything without having me attending with you or being around. So you are one of the nominees to attend that international youth conference. Do you think you will like doing something like that? Do you remember the conference that we needed to prepare ourselves for, to go for an international conference?
I remember something along those lines, but I cannot recall the full thing.
Alzheimer's. It's Alzheimer's. Anyways, there is an international conference, and I have 5 nominees. You are one of them. Would you mind attending one of these conferences, these international conferences?
I wouldn't.
In summer.
I wouldn't.
This summer. You don't remember why you prepared your passport for? Just enough.
That I do.
Yes, now you know. You remember why you prepared your passport for. But the time didn't work at all these years due to my absence. Now I'm present. Now I'm at the back. So now I can help and support and go. So do you have anything that could stop you from going this summer, in case because I have all your papers, I have everything related to you, so it's just a click of I click on one of the buttons, then we are all together on board. So do you mind? Do you have anything special to be done so I don't stop you from doing? Or
This summer?
yeah, this summer.
I wouldn't mind, actually.
Exactly at the end of July.
End of July.
End of July.
No, the timing works.
It works. So it's like a for sure, all right, matter that you are one of the 5 nominees and you like the idea of sharing in that just international. Is it just international conference or international youth conference?
International Youth Conference.
Why? Why the adjective order will go international youth conference?
Because that's the order of.
This is not an answer. When you tell me this is the order, this is not an answer. You have to tell me a grammatical answer. Why we say, guys, it is the challenge in today's episode, the only challenge. While we were having Jannah's episode, there were lots of challenges, but the only challenge here, while we are ending Shams's episode, which exceeded, all right, the 2 hours. Okay, and we will suffer later to upload it. So anyways, is it youth international conference or international youth conference, and why? There is something called adjectives order. When we come to put adjectives in sequence, so we order them in a way or another. So they should work it out, and they should write to me comments and send me messages. Come on, let's work. Now it is the end of the episode, and we need to end it. And I have, around the 3, I was about to say 4. Oh my God. I have, because I tell you the truth, and it is something real, not fake. I always consider somebody is here. Khair is always here. I always say it. I always consider him. I always see him, and I always count him. He's never out of counting. We all miss him, and life goes. Yes. So I have 3 gold students, and they attended a quality of time with me, and they are natural, and they don't get scared of cameras or of singing or dancing. So why don't we end it with a sarikhe? Yeah, why don't we end it with Asari? I will tell you the Spanish part. Do you have internet or you are like all our gadgets? I will tell you the first Spanish part and you sing and dance Asari and we say good night at the end. You remember that Asari?
I remember the song itself, I didn't sing
Yes,
it.
I will tell you the Spanish part as I am here and then you sing and then you say goodbye, good night. It was, how do you feel?
I feel relaxed.
Sure?
Yeah.
You like the episode? You like the content of the episode?
Yes.
Or somehow it was not organized?
No, it being not organized is what makes it unique.
Yeah, nothing is organized. It's always mess around. Which part you didn't like about the episode? Which part really confused you much? Honestly.
Confused me?
Yes.
Abdurrahman's questions.
Abdurrahman's only and the Jana's. Well, both of them, if you put them together, they were questions that I asked earlier.
Yes.
But Abdurrahman's questions were, are you hungry, Abdurrahman? Okay. So, yalla, come on, get ready. Yeah. Yalla, come on, you're gonna dance.
What is the dance?
Asaruhe.
Okay.
Do you know how to do it?
No.
And then
Do you know how to sing that part, the Spanish part? No? Mira loco se vecina la puerta de la esquina viene Diego rompiendo. See, you watched the time when we chilled out in Trimas's group and it was Hannah only.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And the California's
is
group.
amazing.
Do you know California's group? I blame you, Arwa and Marwan and those. You have to help me. I go out of class without heartbeats because I keep pushing them.
Yes.
Push and pull, that's too much for a teacher at my age. You must give me a hand. You understand? Look at how natural is that. So again, I will sing it and then natural, dance, natural, goodbye, and then good night, everybody. Okay. Mira lo que se avecina, la bolsa de la esquina viene Diego rompiendo. Con la luna después y su traje guamarina van restos de contrabando. Y donde más no cabe nada, y les dice darse cadáver y de Racatanga. El deje que él conoce y toca y no las dos y para Diego la canción más deseada. Y la baila, y la goza, y la canta. Sorry, ha, deje, video de serví una Obama. Ana bugiana puede debi asere ha dehe video debe servi una Obama habiana bugiana puede debi asere ha dehe video debe servi una Obama habiana bugiana puede debi. To be a doctor, to be a teacher, to be an engineer, to be a teacher, I said to be a computer specialist, to be chill out.
Yes.
Sometimes he chilled out. He at least he moved his arms. So chilling out means go out of what you are doing and just have fun when it's time to have fun, and work when it's time to work. Be serious and be fun and have fun at the same time. Life is just a short line that we cannot guarantee. We cannot guarantee having it all straight. It's full of bumps, ups and downs. Be strong. Be full of resistance. Don't be breakable.
Yes.
Unbreakable. Good night, everybody. End of
Good night.
episode 000 with the guest of 0 and the guest of 00. Here, Shamsuddin Ahmed. Thank you very much. I liked
you.
it.